Falling in love looks like magic, but most of the time it's pattern. People don't fall for perfect. They fall for what feels safe, exciting, and chosen in their own language. And your partner's zodiac sign is basically a shortcut to that language. Here's the twist. You don't make someone love you by chasing harder. You do it by hitting the 3 invisible switches. 1. Recognition, they see the real me. 2. Resonance, being with them feels natural. 3. Respect, they don't try to control me. Each sign has a different love trigger, a different fear that blocks intimacy, and a different proof they secretly require before they surrender. Some need passion, some need stability, some need mind games but the cute kind, some need peace. So below you'll get the approach that works fastest for each sign, what to do in the first week, what not to do, the silent deal breaker, what they crave in relationships, who they fall in love with most often, the vibe and signs they gravitate to. And yes, stick with it, because the second part includes the most confusing signs to win, the ones who can act cold while feeling everything. Aries, make it a challenge, not a chase. How to win them. Aries falls hardest when love feels like a sparked adventure. Be bold, direct, and a little teasing. Flirt like you're not afraid to lose. Say what you want and then go live your life like you're already winning. What they like in a relationship: excitement, loyalty, physical affection, and a partner who has goals. They respect someone who doesn't melt into them. Secret move: ask them for help with something small, then praise their courage or decisiveness. Aries is addicted to being someone's yes, we can. Don't do this. Long emotional interrogations or passive aggression. If you hint instead of saying it, they lose patience. Who they fall in love with most often: confident, energetic people, often Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Aquarius, and strong-willed Aries or Taurus types. They want a co-leader, not a fan club. Taurus win their nervous system first. How to win them. Taurus doesn't fall in love fast. They fall in love deep. Your job is to become their calm. Show consistency, taste, and patience. Feed them well, literally. Touch their world gently, and prove you're not chaotic. What they like in a relationship: reliability, sensuality, loyalty, and someone who builds a life, not drama. Small rituals mean everything: good morning texts, Friday dinners, shared playlists. Secret move: make them feel chosen through steady effort. I thought of you when I saw this. Taurus melts when they realize you're attentive. Don't do this. Push for rapid change or play hot and cold. If you disappear to create mystery, they'll create a lock. Who they fall in love with most often: grounded, affectionate partners, often Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, and sometimes Scorpio if trust is earned. They love someone who feels like home. Gemini seduce their mind, then surprise their heart. How to win them. Gemini falls in love through conversation. Be witty, curious, and slightly unpredictable in a fun way. Send them a meme that matches their mood. Ask clever questions. Let them talk, then actually remember what they said. What they like in a relationship: mental stimulation, freedom, playful flirting, and a partner who doesn't guilt trip them for needing space. Secret move: give them 2 versions of you, light and deep. One day, laughter. Next day, one honest sentence that makes them stop scrolling. You seem fearless, but I think you feel more than you show. Don't do this. Clinginess or repeating the same emotional conversation. If it feels like a loop, they run. Who they fall in love with most often: people with spark and independence, often Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They love partners who feel like a best friend with chemistry. Cancer make them feel emotionally protected without smothering. How to win them. Cancer doesn't fall for lines, they fall for care. Notice their moods. Be gentle. Create safety. They want to know you're not a temporary storm. What they like in a relationship: devotion, tenderness, emotional presence, and a partner who values family or comfort. They love when you build our little world. Secret move: consistency plus reassurance without over-explaining. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Then prove it with actions. Don't do this. Emotional coldness, sarcasm during conflict, or flirting to provoke jealousy. Cancer remembers everything, especially what hurt. Who they fall in love with most often: warm, loyal hearts, often Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn. They're drawn to people who feel strong enough to hold feelings. Leo admire them properly. And be unforgettable. How to win them. Leo falls in love when they feel seen, not worshipped, but genuinely appreciated. Compliment something meaningful. Their generosity, courage, leadership, style, the way they protect others. What they like in a relationship: loyalty, passion, pride in each other, and romance that feels cinematic. They want a partner who shows up publicly and privately. Secret move: let them shine, then surprise them with your own power. Leo gets obsessed when you're impressive and warm. Don't do this. Disrespect, secrecy, or making them compete for attention. If you embarrass them, they close the curtain and you won't get an encore. Who they fall in love with most often: confident, bright personalities, often Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They want a partner they can be proud of. Virgo earn their trust with details, not drama. How to win them: Virgo falls in love when they realize you're competent, thoughtful, and emotionally mature. Be punctual, keep promises, speak clearly, show steady self-respect. What they like in a relationship: honesty, growth, shared routines, and a partner who improves life rather than complicates it. They adore someone who listens and adjusts. Secret move: ask for their advice then apply it. Virgo's heart opens when they feel useful and valued, not taken for granted. Don't do this. Messy chaos, manipulation, or vague will see energy. If they can't predict your character, they won't risk their peace. Who they fall in love with most often: reliable, emotionally steady partners, often Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They want love that's real enough to build. Libra make love feel beautiful, easy, and safe to choose. How to win them: Libra falls in love when the connection feels like harmony, not pressure. Be charming, polite, and emotionally intelligent. Create soft romance, aesthetic dates, thoughtful messages, gentle compliments that feel classy, not cheesy. What they like in a relationship: partnership, good manners in conflict, shared taste, and a lover who can talk things through without turning it into war. Secret move: give them clarity without forcing. Say, I like you. I'm not rushing you, but I'm not playing either. Libra relaxes when they feel they can choose freely. Don't do this. Jealousy games, chaos, or making them feel guilty for hesitating. They'll smile and quietly detach. Who they fall in love with most often: confident but kind people, often Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. They're drawn to those who bring sparkle and stability. Scorpio don't chase them. Prove you're real. How to win them: Scorpio doesn't fall in love with words. They fall in love with truth, loyalty, and intensity. Be honest, private, and consistent. Let them see your depth gradually, no oversharing, no masks. What they like in a relationship: emotional exclusivity, trust, passion, and the sense that you would protect the bond at any cost. Secret move: show restraint. Scorpio becomes obsessed when they feel you have self-control and standards. If you're available to everyone, they lose interest fast. Don't do this. Flirting to provoke them, lying, even small lies, or using their secrets against them. One betrayal and you're a chapter they never reopen. Who they fall in love with most often: strong, emotionally brave partners, often Cancer, Pisces, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. They want someone soft enough to feel, strong enough to stay. Sagittarius be the fun and the freedom. How to win them: Sagittarius falls in love when love feels like a wide open road. Be playful, optimistic, spontaneous. Invite them into experiences, not expectations. Laugh with them, challenge their mind. What they like in a relationship: honesty, adventure, space, and a partner who doesn't try to train them into a different person. Secret move: be independent on purpose. When Sagittarius sees you have a full life and you're inviting them into it, they stop running and start choosing. Don't do this. Clinginess, controlling rules, or emotional drama as a daily lifestyle. They'll escape even if they like you. Who they fall in love with most often: high energy, curious spirits, often Aries, Leo, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. They want a lover who feels like a best friend and a passport. Capricorn respect their mission, then become their peace. How to win them: Capricorn falls in love when they trust your character. Be reliable, mature, and goal-minded. Show that you handle life well. They're watching how you treat people, money, promises, and time. What they like in a relationship: stability, loyalty, competence, long-term plans, and a partner who doesn't embarrass them emotionally or socially. Secret move: support their ambition without competing with it. Say, I believe in you. How can I make your week easier? Capricorn melts when love feels practical and devoted. Don't do this. wasting their time, playing games, or pushing them to be vulnerable before they're ready. They open slowly, and when they do, it's serious. Who they fall in love with most often: grounded, dependable partners, often Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. They want someone they can build with. Aquarius: be rare, be smart, don't cage them. How to win them: Aquarius falls in love through friendship, intellect, and originality. Be yourself loudly but without demanding validation. Talk about ideas, future plans, weird passions, big questions. They want a partner who feels like a fascinating universe. What they like in a relationship: freedom, trust, humor, mental connection, and emotional honesty that isn't manipulative. Secret move: give them space and stay consistent. When Aquarius realizes you're not trying to control them, they come closer on their own, and then they get surprisingly loyal. Don't do this. Emotional blackmail: if you loved me, you would. Constant texting pressure or judging them for being different. They'll disappear politely. Who they fall in love with most often: independent minds, often Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. They're drawn to people who are bold and interesting. Pisces: romance them gently and anchor the dream. How to win them: Pisces falls in love when love feels like poetry. Be tender, intuitive, and emotionally present. Notice little things. Speak to their soul, but also be stable enough to hold reality. What they like in a relationship: deep emotional bonding, creativity, spiritual connection, soft affection, and a partner who feels safe, not harsh. Secret move: protect their sensitivity without patronizing it. Say, "I get you, and I've got you." Pisces needs to feel they can rest in your arms emotionally. Don't do this. Coldness, cruel jokes, or inconsistency. Pisces will forgive a lot, but they won't forget how you made them feel. Who they fall in love with most often: nurturing, emotionally strong partners, often Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They crave someone who's both kind and steady. If you want the real cheat code, don't try to become their ideal. Become the safest place for their nervous system and the most exciting choice for their heart, because every sign falls in love the same way in the end. When they feel chosen, respected, and free all at once.